Hey, Fidelity. How can I remember to invest every month?
With the Fidelity app, you can choose a schedule and set up recurring investments in stocks and ETFs.
Oh, that sounds easier than I thought.
You got this.
Yeah, I do. Now, where did I put my keys?
You will find them where you left them.
Investing involves risk, including risk of loss. Fidelity Brokerage Services, LLC, member NYSE, SIPC.
The following is a Red Apple Podcast Network presentation.
They say this is a big, rich town. I just come from the poet's part. Bright light, city life, I gotta make it.
Welcome to Dominic Carter's podcast. This is Dominic Carter's City Hall. Now, here's Dominic Carter.
Dominic Carter, Red Apple Podcast, Talk Radio 77 WABC. You can hear me Monday through Friday, live on the radio, as Donna Summers said in her song on the radio, midnight to 1 a.m., midnight to 1 a.m. And thank you, folks, for making the show number one in New York in our time slot, AM or FM. Thank you to all of you. You folks are the best. On the front line to save lives and stop the violence. A much needed conversation with Jackie Rowe Adams, the co-founder of Harlem Mothers and Fathers S.A.V.E. Stop Another Violent End. Thank you so much for joining the podcast.
Thank you. Thank you for having me on, because there's so much work we have to do. And we have to make sure that the listeners, Dominique, understand their role and know how they could get involved. It is so important.
Yes.
That we keep the message out there.
And, you know, it's almost like you knew what my first question was going to be. What I have found in life, most people complain. Most people point out the problem. Very few do anything about the problem. That's not you. For years, you have been out there on the front line trying to fix the problem. Why? Because
you know what? Enough is enough. It's broken. Our communities are broken. Our elected officials are broken. And I'm telling you, if someone don't step up and step out and speak up, we are going to really be in trouble. We're in trouble now. But the few of us that are speaking up and speaking out, we have to try to save our kids, save our community, and save ourselves. And this is why I do it. This is why I am not afraid. We have to stop being scared. We really have to stop being scared and take back our kids and take back our community, take our lives back. And this is why I do it, to save lives. This is why I do it.
Well, where did all of this violence come from with people? And I guess that's part A. And part B is, more importantly, how do we fix the problem?
Well, we fix the problem together as a community and vote some of these legislators out. That's how we could fix a lot of the problems. A lot of these elected officials and legislators in Albany are sitting down and deciding our lives and allowing this gun violence and these illegal guns to continue to come into our city and our state. We could fix it as a community, as a people, and go to that voting poll and vote some of them out. We need to really stick together. I am so disappointed in Carl Hastings, and I say the name, and Andrew Cousins Stewart. This law is easy to just sign the bill and say, putting into law that we're not going to allow the same criminals to go in jail and killing and shooting and beating and robbing and raping people to come back out the next day and stabbing and fighting police officers and disrespecting police officers to come back out the next day. Now, it is Albany, and we could get this stuff straight. And that's how we could fix the problem. But it takes everybody to speak up. Don't go behind the door and speak. Come on out. Come from behind that door and say it loud and clear. Take the fight to the poll. We can fix this. It takes everybody. But you know what? I think people are afraid, but they're not afraid. I think it's about money. I think it's all about money. So many people love money so much they forget about the lives of our children and the lives of innocent people that are getting killed. We could be walking across the street, Dominique, and a bullet could hit us. So we got to pull it together, community. We have to start, if you see something, say something. We have to start speaking up and speaking out. And if we don't, we're going to lose a lot of lives, as we have always have, as we always have. And it's too much. We have lost a lot of lives. And we have to begin to realize it takes a village. You know the saying, it takes a village to raise a child.
Yes.
It takes a village it takes a village to take back our community and take back our kids. And really, it's election time. Come on, y'all. Come on. If you see something, you say something, and you need to say something about Albany. You need to say something about Congress. You need to speak up. We have to put the right people in. We really do. So that's where I'm at now.
Talk to me for a minute about, you hit on the politics of this and the elected officials. What about the responsibility of parents? And let me be clear. You have a majority of parents that are out there doing the right thing. A majority of parents out there doing the right thing, but there are also some that are not. Talk to me about that dynamic.
And this is what I do almost every day, because I'm running into parents out in the street. They allow the kids to curse. They allow the kids, they intimidated by the kids. The parents have to start parenting. The parents have to let the kids understand, I'm the parent, you're the child. Stop trying to be their friend. You have to keep them engaged. And if, you know, back there in the day when we were growing up, when I was growing up, you know, everybody was our parent. Everybody on the block took ownership of the kids. And we have to get back to that. If Mamie seen me sneaking outside there and say, Jackie, I'm going to tell Hermina. That's my mother's name. We don't have that anymore, Dominique. We have to bring that back. So parents, check your kids' book bags when they're going out, when they're going to school. Because a lot of time the kids carry whole stuff for their friends because their friends give it to them so they could fit in. And check your rooms. Stop being scared. You know, we have some young people say, my mother bet not go in my room. Oh, really? Your mother pays the rent there, so she is allowed to go. That's her house. So the parents need to stop being scared. Check your kids' room. Check under your mattress. Check their book bags. Keep them engaged. Go to the schools and meet with the teachers. Meet with the principal. Know what your child is doing. Parents, it's not stepping up, but you got some great parents stepping up. But now we have to, again, parent every kid. We have to be the ones to help these children because I see what's happening. No respect for the parent and hardly no respect for the grandparent. Taking advantage of the grandparent and old people. And if we don't keep talking about it and let somebody know what we're going through, it's going to continue to happen. And what happened to the good old-fashioned belt? We can, you know, what happened to that? You know they ain't going to get no beatings, just like the people know if they get arrested, they coming right back out. So it all fits and ties together. So that's what's happening with the parents.
It does. Have the kids, and I'm not talking about a majority, I'm talking about some, have they lost respect?
Total. Disrespectful. Just now, you know, if they disrespect the police, you know what they do at home. You know Absolutely. What they do at home. Absolutely. They have truly lost respect. You cannot go out here in the street anymore and say, young man, pull up your pants without getting cursed out. No respect. Pants still hanging down. The nasty language that they use around adults. Disrespectful. Have lost respect. How do we get that back? Because it takes a village, Dominique. We could get it back. I'm not saying we can't get it back. Then we have to work with the police. We have to work with the mayor on a lot of these initiatives that he has. A lot of us ignore it, but we really do have to work with him. Oh, I don't like him. We even have to work with the DA. We really have to start now putting our egos and our feelings aside and all come together and say, how are we going to really fix this problem? What are we going to do about this problem? Is it going to take all of us, the whole community, the citywide Bronx, Brooklyn, Long Island, Staten Island to go to Albany? But the problem is in Albany. It really is. It is in Albany. And I feel helpless some days because I say they're not listening. They're not hearing us. But because of your radio show, let me tell you, they're hearing us. They're hearing us.
Well, we hope so.
That moment when you realize your skincare is actually working. That's Rodan & Fields, the #1 female dermatologist-founded skincare brand in the U.S. Designed by 2 dermatologists who don't just know women's skin, they know how to formulate for it. Rodan & Fields, love what you see. Tap the banner or visit rodanandfields.com/Spotify to get your exclusive welcome offer.
Explain to me, because I don't get it. I don't understand, and I've watched you for years, how you're able to get up, keep going, and trying to help every kid you can touch when you've gone through gun violence personally and lost 2 sons. I don't understand how you're able to keep going.
Well, I tell you, with the grace of God, and I walk with Jesus, like I say, every day. But what motivates me is I see some of these parents and families that are hurting, that have had a loss. And when I see them hurting, I let them know that I know their pain. And I understand how they feel and let them know it's hope. And I say to them, I can't bring back my 2 kids, but I could certainly help another mother, another family from feeling the pain and hurt and the trauma that I feel and have been through. I have heard some stories, Dominique, that I said, God, I thought I was alone. But that's what our program is about. We have a support program of letting people, they're not alone. And we are the Moving Forward group, because you could either choose to live, or you could choose to die. And that's how I do it. And I know it's so many good people in this world that want to be about something and want to do something to help their community and help their kids. So that's what strengthens me, because I have good people around me. I have good mentors. I work closely with different organizations, and that strengthens me. It really do, Dominique. It really do strengthen me, and that's how I make it. And just like being here on the radio, I'm telling my story. I'm helping somebody. I want them to know that it is help out there. And all you got to do is reach out. It's reach out and ask for it, and you will receive it.
Take me through the process of when you have a new member join your organization and they have lost a child. I read somewhere that at your meetings, all of your members sit around the table and there are pictures of their children that are now deceased in front of them. Is that accurate? Accurate, yes. And let me tell you, they take those pictures very, very serious. You better not stand in front of that collage we have with all their pictures. We can't even put a chair in front of those pictures. And that's how they make it. When a new parent come in, they're very, gets me skeptical.
because they feel, they don't know what to expect. But I try to talk to them and brief them before they come. And when they come in sad because they don't know if we're going to be just crying. And, so when they come in, we give them, when they walk in that door, Dominic, we give them a big Harlem Mothers and Fathers S.A.V.E. because we have a lot of fathers that have joined us. We give them a big hug and let them know you're at home now. You're in the right place. We're your family. We're your family. This is the family that you did not choose. And that makes them relax. And then when we go around the table, I'm going to give you a quick synopsis. We go around the table and we introduce ourselves, and each one, every time a new parent come in and they hear this one had a loss, that one had a loss, 15 people around the table had a loss. And they, wow, or two. Wow. It's like, wow. Then we have a doctor on hand, Dr. John Palmer. I have to give him credit. He is our bereavement counselor. He's a psychologist. And he's our bereavement counselor. And let me tell you, when they're going through that grief period and trauma, we there to let them know you're not alone. And they see they're not alone and they could tell their stories. I just want to tell a quick story. When you're in death, and I'm sure some listeners could identify, we say they're coming in and say, I lost my son and I see him at night, or I see this cat came, crawls on my bed, and I swear it's my son. We understand. Somebody else would be ready to say, oh, she done lost her mind or he lost his mind. This is where we come in. We understand. Because I could tell you, when my son died, he used to come in with my first son. He used to come in my room and sit on the side of my bed and the bed go down. When he died, that same side went down. You don't want to hear that because you're going to think I'm crazy. But when you come to these support meetings and you could share and feel freely, and they say, because their family say, oh, you still on the same old thing? Oh, you cracking up. That's not in our meeting because we understand. And that's why they keep coming back, and that's why I keep growing, because we know what they're going through and we could identify. And that's how I survive. And that's when a newcomer come in. That gives me strength and hope. And it really do. It really do.
Strength and hope. People listening to you have found you remarkable. And I will close this way, Jackie Rowe Adams. How can they reach you? Folks that are interested in making donations to Harlem Mothers and Fathers S.A.V.E., how can they do so? How can they reach you?
212-234-0112 is our phone number. And you could go on our website and you could donate, www.harlemmothers.save. And our address, you could send it to 306 West 128th Street between 8th and St. Nicholas, or you could go and send it to our P.O. Box if you want to send a donation to 2110, P.O. Box 2110, Manhattanville, New York, 10027. And we appreciate every donation because we use it wisely. We use it wisely to help give out food. And the kids love giving out food because they didn't realize how many people was hungry. And that was a joy to them. They really didn't. And that was a joy to them. But we must stop this violence. We must work together. Community, stop complaining and be about it. Don't talk about it. Be about it. Stop the complaining. And let's help the NYPD. Let's work with Dominic when he get out there and and send the message. The message is out there. We just have to receive it wisely and receive it and use it. I'm ready to rally again. I'm ready to go to Albany again. So some of y'all join me. Let's take the fight. Let's do this. I'm ready to fight to save our children.
Well, in your words, don't talk about it. Be about it. Jackie Rowe Adams, co-founder of Harlem Mothers and Fathers S.A.V.E., Stop Another Violent, and thank you so much for joining us.
And thank you for having me.
You are a remarkable American. Folks, I close this way. If you are interested in my book on my life growing up in New York City, which hits on many of the topics Jackie just mentioned, and overcoming numerous obstacles, that's what my life has been about, or perhaps even my bobblehead doll, you can go to my website, DominicCarterOnline.com, all one word, DominicCarterOnline.com. You can catch me on 77 WABC weeknights, midnight to 1 a.m. Go check out the Dominic Carter merchandise at the 77 WABC store, from Dominic Carter t-shirts to hats and much more. Go to WABCRadiostore.com. Dominic Carter, Red Apple Podcast, 77 WABC.
I gotta make it.
Dominic Carter Socials on Twitter at Dominic TV and Facebook and Instagram. Dominic Carter TV. Email at dominic.carter@wabcradio.com. Until the next episode, be well. And as Dominic always says, stay positive. The glass is always half full, never half empty. Dominic Carter City Hall.